see. And it'll also be very interesting to see who's going to push the risky tree jump here. We saw a few people going for it and gaining a few tenths, so there's definitely reward there if you can hit it consistently. It's just can these players do it consistently?
Oh yeah, it's very tough. I mean, I've been messing around with that, and I I hardly ever got. I don't think I have gotten it yet because it's quite a tight angle, and I just prefer to go to the left of the tree line, right, and just land up there. But definitely a lot to be gained from the right, and it's really a matter of do you want to risk it or not. Perhaps at the start you might take it easy, just feel out the crowd, the people, and the players you're playing against, whether or not they're doing it. But at the same time, there's mind games happening. Maybe you just go for it right away, just to mess with people, right, and give them the feeling that they are on edge, and they just have to go for it. We're alive. Warm-up is over, and we're actually into round number 1 of Fall 23. Very curious to see how these players will stack up going into the final corner. Just very close by, not too tight of a line past those cinder blocks, so no one really taking a decisive lead right now. Things are gonna maybe make a difference once we get to the sideways checkpoint into the tree jump. Winky Face going a bit wide, Simple Link deciding to go in instead, but Min at the front right now, and a nice jump from Min as well. That is Min and Simply Nick at the front, as Spider and Winky Face just trying to chase the 2 players down. Quite a big gap, but Simply Nick messes up that plastic slide right there. It's a very tricky one. It's a very tight line, but he does not manage to make it. Min goes in first place, taking a decisive number 1 as we have Spider, Winky Face coming in number 2 and 3. Let's see, Simply Nick will be able to finish before the timer runs out. He does barely, and he does net himself some 3 points.
Yeah, so really solid round by Min, a 50.0, quite a nice time. A few mistakes by the others, but solid round by Min. Let's see how everyone does the second round. Spider going for a very far jump to the right there. Works out to be even with everyone though. Nice close start. Winky falling a little bit behind, just a couple of tenths. Nothing major yet. Everyone taking the next section. Spider going for a very tight slide there, losing out. Winky's going to overtake him now in third. Simply Nick actually bonks the checkpoint. That is the first one to fall victim to the sideways checkpoint. Min getting a really clean jump between the trees there. Really good line by Min. He has got a massive lead now with that line. Spider in second. Winky just behind in third. Can he keep the ending clean? Winky trying to catch, trying to push. Spider actually gaining on Min. Spider goes really high. Winky's actually going to get the inside line on him and get second. Min getting another 10 points. Spider third. Simply Nick coming home in fourth.
Definitely went wrong for Spider there at the end, as he went from a 1 car length on Winky to finishing 2 seconds behind. Clearly just not having the jump that he wanted. But right now, Min in a dominating lead, winning 2 rounds in a row. Round number 3, Simply Nick at the back right now, as Min and Winky Face are fighting for first place at the front. Spider's been pretty close by this entire round, looking to be somewhat stable on 23, but not quite getting there, as we do see Winky Face crash into the checkpoint right there. Very unfortunate to see. So it's a fight between Min and Spider. Simply Nick is catching up right now, 3 tenths behind on the leader. This corner right here is usually where people fall. So far, everybody stays in. Min goes very wide there, almost driving off, but manages to stay in, keeping some speed, keeping the lead, as Spider trying his might to overtake. He does not, and then picks up the number 1. Spider number 2. Not sure what happened to Simply Nick there. He does finish in number 3, but he was 4 seconds behind instead of just 3 tenths.
I think Nick actually clipped a wheel on the plastic there, an inside wheel it looked like, and lost a little bit of time out. But he was looking strong that round, solid around apart from that. Winky with a big mistake, bonking that checkpoint. But Min really strong here so far. Again, he had the best PB of all the drivers, and showing us that he can do good times consistently as well. Spider a little bit behind here, fairly close round. The top 3 all very close. Spider going for a much tighter drift than everyone else. Winky running a little wide there, electing to go outside the poles. Min again jumping through the trees. Winky actually hits the tree. Spider also making a little mistake, losing out. So big time loss for Winky. So Min has the lead. Simply Nick trying to catch him. But Min, again, looking really, really strong. But yeah, everyone falling victim to this track, apart from Min, it seems. Min is going to take another 10 points. And with a 49.7, what a time.
Wow. That is some very, very good driving indeed. Just netting a top 50 time casually during live play. I mean, that is 4 rounds, 4 wins, 4 men. That is a great start, right? That's a start that you want. You got that in the pocket. If you're a bit weaker on a different track, it doesn't, matter too much because you already built up a nice lead, and all the other players are, behind by at least 16 points. That is very, very good start for men. But moving on to which one is this? This is Chalk, I believe, if I'm seeing this correctly.
Yes, this is Chalk by Nacho. I enjoyed this map, I think, the most out of all the maps. I don't think it was my strongest, but yeah, I did really enjoy driving this track. It looks like Min has the strongest time here of everyone in this match, followed very closely by Winky. Min has a 45.248, Winky with a 45.376. And then Spider with a 45.7, and Simply Nick with a 45.9. So it looks like Min and Winky are very strong on this map. Let's see if they can do it consistently, though, of course. Winky definitely struggled with consistency on 23.
Yeah, it's I do expect it to be somewhat closer. I do think that this track has less risky parts than 23 might have, though this track has a lot of gears, right? You really, really want to keep hold of that gear, as I've been going through these. Just keep on to gear 4 on the dirt, so you can maintain a lot of speed going out of it. And I think that's especially difficult on the first drop that we're having down into the dirt happening right here. As we are live, Spider taking the lead as Simply Nick, Winky Face, and Min follow behind. Min coming in very hard. All the players managing to keep their gears relatively well into the engine off block. Let's see if all the players are able to not slide out. Winky Face goes a bit wide, but so far so good. Very close top 3 right now. Both Spider, Min, and Winky Face just trying to keep up with each other. Good slides coming in. Will anyone hit this checkpoint right here, or are they going to be just fine? Winky Face, Min, Spider, Simply Nick, everybody very close. Spider makes a mistake, though, unfortunately, as it is between Winky Face and Min. Which of the two are going to finish first? It is Min by just 0.02 of a second. Winky Face, unfortunately, falling behind, taking just a +6. Min, 50 points. He just needs another 50. Like, he just wins another 5 and we're done, right?
Yeah, what a race by Min and Winky there. But yeah, really, really strong start from Min so far, taking every single round. What a performance so far. Nick going very inside here. Gonna lose a little bit of exit speed, but very close round. Everyone getting through the dirt cleanly. Looks like everyone keeping their gears, no one touching too much sand. Oh, Nick, he's gonna bonk on the outside there, though. That is gonna be a very big time loss going into an engine off section. And it looks like Winky and Min again 1v1ing for the lead. Spider a little bit behind, but definitely ready if anyone makes a mistake. Now this challenging ice section. Keep speed, go through the checkpoint, everyone through cleanly. Now just one slide away from Winky and his first 10 points, and he is going to bring it home with a 45.5. Min takes second, Spider third, and Nick does finish for 4th place.
First win for anyone other than Min, but as we can see, Min still far ahead. He can afford this, and he's clearly doing just fine, driving in second place, looking to be keeping up the speed very nicely, and looking to want to close out this match as soon as possible. I don't know if there's any maps he's avoiding, but at this speed, he's be doing just fine. All the players getting through the dirt section, except for Spider. Spider, unfortunately, falling behind just a little bit on the rest of the pack, but still close behind. No major mistakes so far. Ice is looking very good as well. It's really Winky Face and Min driving at the same pace. Going to come down to these final few corners. Bit of an awkward landing from Min, causing him to lose a lot of speed. Spider clips the inside of the ice corner, so it's just Winky Face and Simply Nick, but Winky Face just has a bit too much distance on Simply Nick. Simply Nick unfortunately doesn't get the jump, and he relegates the second place to Min as well. So unfortunate, just didn't have to slide as you would like it right there, going a bit too wide. So unfortunately not 6 points, but instead 4 points for Simply Nick.
Yeah, a bit of a crazy round. A lot of mistakes. Winky getting through cleanly though. Let's see how everyone handles this round. Nick has a bit of a different line than everyone, although it looks a bit more similar that time. Winky went very inside and seemed to have kept a decent amount of speed. It looks like Spider's made a minor mistake. He's almost a second behind now. Min with a lot of speed into the bobsleigh, going to take first. And Nick very close behind. Winky in third. Nick looks like, yeah, he has to lift here. Going to lose a little bit of speed. Just ran a little bit wide from that drift. Everyone through the checkpoint cleanly. Winky and Nick battling for second place. I think Nick actually bonked there. And
Oh
he's going to
no.
lose. Yeah, lose out there a lot. Unfortunate for Nick. Really good time by Min though. 45.4. Wow.
I mean, I'm not gonna do that. I'll tell you that. But again, good performance coming in from Min Lake. Still very much in the lead. Winky Face right behind. Well, right behind. When I say right behind, that's about 30 points behind. Um, so that's tough for the other players to overcome. To challenge Min on that first place. Give him a bit of a jolt to be like, hey, stay away, because right now he's looking to be dominating the tracks very well. And we are going on to the Hoot XXL SRK's map, where we have road, we have dirt, and we have a little bit of ice.
Yeah, so a bit of a mixed map. A lot to do on this map. I'm working this other map, but I get a lot in the ice. But look at the players on best. Yeah, actually the best time with a 40.592, which is a 10th better than second place. So really strong time here from Winky. Spider's second out of this lobby with a 40.8, and then Min with a 41.2 and Nick with a 41.3. So Winky has raw pace here. We'll just have to see if he can do it consistently. And it should be a good match. Min has an absolutely blinding start though. It's going to be really tough for anyone to chase Min down now. But we are about to jump into the first round.
Built up quite the just a buffer, right? It's a buffer. As I said before, if he has a bad map, he can just go at it and he'll be fine right now though. Good start for all the players. Spider a bit behind on the rest of the pack, so he'll just be watching the other players move forward as Simply Nick decides to go a bit wide there. It doesn't look like it was the right choice as Min and Winky Face are going on ahead. See this eye slide. They're slowing down just a little bit. You really don't want to go too fast because you will slide out, unfortunately. But looks like Winky Face and Min are going to battle out for number one once again. Simply Nick simply lurking in the back. But I don't think he's going to get in between the two players. He does not, and he doesn't get the risky fin either. Just, bad luck happening all around. First it was the jump on chalk, and now it was the risky fin jump. Very, very unfortunate, and doesn't even get the 3 points.
Yeah, that is really, really unlucky for Nick there. You really need a good setup out of that bobsleigh, otherwise it's very easy to miss that finish. But Winky Face takes the 10 points from that round. Everyone off to a decent start here. Spider looks a little slow there, but he's still well in the battle. Nick running a little wide, gonna have bad exit speed now. Winky and Min battling for first place. Everyone through the drift cleanly, no one hitting the grass, very nice. And here, you want to wash off as much speed as you can for this ice slide. Winky looks like he might have a better line for the bobsleigh. Very, very close between Winky and Min, and he does have a bit more speed. Let's see if Nick can keep it clean this time. Has a little bit of a rough setup, but he does get the finish. Winky Face with a 41.1. Quite a nice time by Winky Face. He's going to get another 10 points.
Bit of catching up there. 20 points. Well, I mean, 19 if I'm being very... Let's just keep it to 20 points between the two right now. If Winky Face... I'd say he would have to win 3 rounds in a row for him to really give Min a hard time. But even then, Min is looking very good to reach finalist mode very, very soon. Though, right now, falling behind together with Spider, Winky Face, and Simply Nick at the front. Spider behind by about a second, but here comes Min just building up all this speed, swooping by Simply Nick and coming down to hunt Winky Face, but Winky Face going to allow that? I'm not sure, actually, as this eye slide is looking very good for Winky Face into the bobsleigh section. And I don't think Min is going to contest the number 1, but he does get the number 2, just needs to get this final jump, and he does. Winky Face number 1, Min 2, Nick 3, and Spider 4.
Yeah, so Winky Face looking strong on this map, but as you said, still a very long way to go to catch Min. And Min is now just one win away from reaching that finalist mode. So he's going to be looking for a very strong performance in this final round. See if he can make finalist before the next map. Everyone through the no steer. Min with a slightly different line than everyone, but it all works out to be the same. Nick actually clipping there and losing all of his speed. That is unfortunate. Winky Face and Min battling for lead. Min with a lot of speed. Seems to carry so much speed through this section. Really, really clean lines. Winky a little slow. Now Spider's actually going to go for the overtake. Spider a little wide on the ice slide here, but should have a good setup for the bobsleigh. Able to carry a lot of speed. Actually, it looks like Min's quite slow. It looks like Winky and Spider are both going to go for the overtake. Spider with a low line just makes the finish and is going to get the round win with a 41-5. Winky in second, Min third, and Nick fourth.
Gotta feel good for Spider just coming in like that. That wide ice line really allowed him to build up enough speed to overtake as much as he did. That was a very, very nice finish for Spider to see. Happy to just you know, like a nice cap to the end of the round, the end of Hutte XXL, and this is, if I am seeing that correctly, this is Burn It All Down.
And that is correct. Yep, this is Burn It All Down. It's a bit more of a technical map. I think Min is probably going to be quite strong here. And checking the player personal best, Min actually has the best with a 49.682. So I'm expecting him to be strong, and with just very close to finalists, this could be a very, very good time for this map to come up for him. Winky Face is the next best in the match with 3 tenths behind. He's at 49.978. And then we have Spider next with a 50.5. And Simply Nick has... Oh no, sorry, Simply Nick's the next best after Winky with a 50.2. And Spider with a 50.5. So we'll have to see who can do this consistent. A lot of slides, a few transitions. Can be some very good races on this map. And let's see how everyone handles it.
Yeah, it's, I mean, pretty much foregone conclusion. You know, Min will get finalist mode on this track, and it's really just the question of how quickly will he be able to close it out. His record says that it'll be fast, but it is live, so we'll see how fast he'll actually close it out as we do go in. All the players very close together, as Simply as Nick says, nah, never mind, I'm just going to crash out, leave it to you guys. Fortunate to see, just not having a great race right now, Simple Nick has. So instead, it is Min right now in the lead. Winky Face right behind. Spider clips the inside of that corner right now, attacking it just a bit too hard, trying to stay close to the rest of the players. So it's just Min and Winky Face fighting it out for number 1. Expecting a number 1 or 2 from Min at this point, maybe if he makes a bit of a mistake, but it's looking like finalist mode is his for the taking, as Winky Face does hit the side of the road there with that third jump. Not the best slide from Min, but it doesn't really matter. All the other players made mistakes as well, as Min just picks up the number 1, picks up finalist mode, and Winky Face number 2, Spider number 3, Simply like 4. It's going to be quite a lot of denying for the other players if they want to keep Min from winning it all.
Yeah, Min finalist mode, and all he needs is 1 win, and he makes it through. He does get a little bit of a bad start though. Still well within range of everyone else. Winky with a little bit of a lead. Min, what a slide by Min. He gains so much time through there, really, really pushing it, and he takes first place. Takes the lead with that. Winky Face second, a couple of tenths behind. Spider actually going for the inside on Winky, but clips the grass, so he's going to lose a lot of speed there. And everyone looking good. Nick about half a second behind. Still definitely within range to strike if someone does make a mistake, and Min clips on the inside there and has to reset at the checkpoint. That's a big mistake by Min. So he won't make it out this round. He will be denied once. It's a really close race by Spider and Winky. Winky gets a no slide and Spider's going to take the round win.
Oh, my
Winky
word. I
losing
mean,
out to Nick
especially with that slide. Oh my word, that was such a clean jump onto that dirt section. Really, really, solidifying his lead in the race at that point. Unfortunate that he then lost it on a later corner, but hey, that's how it is, right? You got about 50 seconds to make it happen, and anything can happen. Anything can happen. As for life right now, most of the players close together. Instead, simply Nick. Again, I don't know what it is with me commentating when I see people close together as he crashes out once again. Min and Winky Face right now fighting for first place. Winky Face taking the lead right now, but Min lurking in the back. Spider in third place, keeping an overview of the two players, hoping for a mistake, I assume, as he hasn't been doing as fast as he probably would have liked. Min now overtaking Winky Face. Man, this is gonna go both ways. The Spider decides to come into the mix and fight it all out. Min, oh, just that last part of the dirt not really going the way he wanted it to, losing too much speed. As Winky Face and Spider pick up the number 1 and 2 once again. Simply Nick does pick up the number 4 this time. So that is a few points for him, but on 52. But this is going to be risky for Min. He's not the only finalist remaining. Winky Face decides to enter the fray.
Yeah, we now have a double finalist. Really unfortunate mistakes by Min. He had the lead that round and just barely touched. It looks like Nick with an early mistake. He's about a second behind. The two finalists out in front, battling. Min with a slight advantage. Winky going very inside, going for the overtake. Very, very close, just 6,000 through that checkpoint. Winky with a much wider line, going to clip the grass. Doesn't seem to lose too much speed. Spider again, lurking in the backfield. Just waiting for a mistake. Min really inside. Really, really sending. Winky takes the lead. But Min going for a massive inside line. Very, very even right now. Who gets the dirt section better? Who pushes it harder without touching the wheel? Min with a lot of speed, just one final drift. It's a tricky drift, but he gets it cleanly, and Min is going to be the first player to proceed. Well played.
Played indeed, and I think definitely deserved. Winky Face trying to fight him on getting first himself, but right now it is up to Spider and Simply Nick to deny Winky Face instead. So we'll be seeing Min in the winners final happening tomorrow, and we're just gonna have to see who is the second player joining them, which of the remaining two players will be falling down to the losers bracket. But we are going on to we've pretty much seen all the tracks at this point, right? Yeah, we've seen 23, we went to Chalk, then to Hootex XL, burn it all down, and it looks like we might finish it all off on Sliced. I mean, it doesn't have to. If everybody denies Winky Face all the time, there's a possibility we get to a 6th map. But Winky Face is looking like he is about to move on. What do you think?
Yeah, this is the final map. There's a lot of places to make mistakes on this map, so we'll see what happens. Winky Face does have the best PB out of the match here with a 43.634, so he definitely has pace, but it comes down to can he do that in a match situation? And yeah, it just comes down to Spider and Simply Nick now on if they can deny him for long enough, because he does have a big lead right now over everyone else.
He does. It's a matter of seeing if Winky Face keeps his composure. So far, he has been doing just that well, but this is only him in finalist mode. Simply Nick and Spider having to hunt him down. And Winky Face, so far, good start. In the lead by about 0.3 of a second, having some nice speed. Simply Nick building up a bit more speed and closing in on Winky Face, however, just behind by 2.5 now. Let's see if Winky Face is able to take it. The Spider jumps a bit too far to the left, unfortunately has to respawn, but we get into the final section, final dirt corner. Winky Face has a nice descent into the final road, and he does get it. He closes it out. Simply Nick simply decides to call it, leaves the game as well. I'm assuming just, not having a good game. I fully understand he's just, just going to bow out. But that does mean that Winky Face closes it out on the final track of the map pack. And we will be seeing Min Winky Face in Winners Final and Spider and Simply Nick will be finding themselves in the losers bracket.
Yeah, so really good match. I think Min played absolutely phenomenally. What a performance by him. Just, I think he won the first 5 rounds in a row and looked like the absolute master of track 23.
Oh yeah.
Really, really good performance by him. Unfortunately, a shaky performance by Simply Nick, but it does happen. Unfortunately, sometimes the match just doesn't go your way. You can make these little mistakes, but he